Hello, my name is Srishti Shastri and I will be presenting the past, present and future of software evolution by Dr. Michael Godfrey and Dr. Daniel German. Dr. Michael Godfrey completed his PhD from University of Toronto and now he is Associate Professor at University of Waterloo. His H-index is 40. Dr. Daniel German completed his PhD from University of Waterloo and now he is Associate Professor at University of Victoria. His H-index is 42. This paper was presented in 2008 in an IEEE conference and has been cited for 159 times. In this paper, some of the research questions have been addressed. First, what are the differences and similarity between software evolution and software maintenance? Second, why software systems need to adapt to changing environment? Third, how software evolution is different from other kinds of evolution. The motivation of the paper is, first, to understand how software evolution is related to software maintenance and what are the differences between them. Second, to discuss the similarities and differences between biological evolution and software evolutions. Third, to understand the open challenges in software evolution. Both software maintenance and software evolution are the terms which are used interchangeably, but there are some differences between them. First, software maintenance is performed as a set of planned activities, whereas software evolution happens to the system over the period. Software maintenance means prevention and fixing the faulty design, and software evolution means evolution of new design from the old one. Second, software maintenance is a process of modifying or reconstructing the existing software periodically, whereas software evolution is a process of developing, maintaining, and updating the software. Third, software maintenance concentrates on the minor changes such as error corrections and optimization, but software evolution concentrates on modification and resettlement, and it encompasses on both bigger changes and software maintenance. The maintenance is required to make sure that the system is working properly and satisfying the user requirements or not. There are four categories of maintenance. First, corrective maintenance. This category of maintenance basically means to rectify the bugs, defects, and flaws to enhance the performance of the system. Second, adaptive maintenance. This includes modifications or updations which allow the customer to run the product on new platform. Third, perfective maintenance. It performs enhancement to make the system better, as that performance boosting and adding new features. Fourth, preventive maintenance. This maintenance includes modifications to prevent future problems. There are some observations known as Lehman's law of evolution, and these laws are concerned with E-type systems. First is continuing change. The system should continuously adapt to new needs. Second, increased complexity. The system will become more complex if proper work is not done, like maintaining it or reducing the complexity. Third, self-regulation. The software evolution processes are self-regulatory. Fourth, conservation of organizational stability. The average effective global activity rate is invariant over time. Fifth, conservation of familiarity. The amount of new content in each successful release of system tends to remain constant or decreases. Sixth, continuing growth. The functional content of system increases continuously to maintain user satisfaction. Seventh, declining quality. The quality of system will decline continuously if not maintained and adapted. Eighth, feedback system. Evolution processes constitute multi-level, multi-loop, and multi-agent feedback systems. The descriptive model of software evolution was presented, and it is called staged model of maintenance and evolution. Here in this diagram, we can see the first stage is initial development. In this stage, the first functioning version of system is developed. The second stage is active evolution. Here, minor changes are performed to meet the user needs, but the risk and cost are getting greater in this stage when compared to the previous one. Next comes servicing. Here, the software is subjected to minor defect repairs and maintenance, and again, the cost and risk in this stage is quite high. Now, after this comes the phase out stage. In this stage, it is decided to eliminate or replace the system entirely, either because the maintenance of old system is becoming very costly or the new solution is waiting. and finally the system is shut down. In this paper, Dravin's theory of evolution is used to explain the differences and similarities between software evolution and biological evolution. When I was reading this section, the first question which came to my mind was how evolution of biological species can explain the evolution of software systems. So the main idea behind putting biological evolution in paper is to explain that evolution takes place within an environment and environment also changes over time. And I think same applies for software evolution. Let's look at some of the differences between both the terms as both of them are very different stories. First, in biological evolution, there are no plans or goals, but in software evolution, there is a proper plan for creating correct solution. Second, in biological evolution, changes cannot be made, whereas in software evolution, if any problem occurs, then information can be fed again to design to achieve fruitful design. Now, there are some challenges that lie in the road ahead. First is model building and empirical studies. The major goal of software evolution is to come up with models that can explain past, present, and future of software evolution, and creating such model is a multi-step process. The first problem here is that systems tend to appear different even from the same domain. Second problem is because of vast majority of closed sources, it is difficult because model building and hypothesis required great amount of study. Third problem is to understand how evolution is happening, as now it is not enough to just study monolithic systems. Second challenge is between open sources and proprietary softwares. There are some softwares which are subjected to restrictions, and because of this, most of the studies cannot be extended or replicated, and huge amount of detail is left out of study. And some open source systems are also available out there from where users can easily study rich histories of software system. But the goals, process, economics, and politics of open source software developments are very different from the proprietary one. Third challenge is to predict how the system will evolve. For possibilities of future evolution, it is necessary to plan systems successfully without regard to environment under which system runs. Economic condition of system is one of the decisive factors of planned evolution. The design should not be too expensive because the user will choose a design or product whose marginal cost is not so high, and also whether if there are possibilities of further improvement. Hence, it is very challenging to develop adaptable system with keeping cost in mind, and also it should be able to change with changing user requirements. Another challenge of software evolution is to collectively document all the knowledge with minimal amount of effort so that this record can serve as a public diary for people. Also, documenters are needed by software systems to not only document the behavior of the system but also evolution of system with a comprehensive point of view. There are many applications which are created based on other systems and are in under control of other organization for many functions. The evolution of such systems totally depend on the system it is depending upon, and the main challenge here is to provide better models for such systems and to relieve the developers from the compatibility issues. Sometimes creating the perfect software is not the only objective, but some of the points like money spent on it, availability of time, systems lifespan also plays important role. It is very important to make decisions in order to balance the technical and economical risk. And the main problem here is the cultural gap between the professional developer and researchers. As we can see, it is very necessary for software to evolve according to the environment. And also there is difference between software maintenance and software evolution. The paper also mentioned the difference between various kinds of evolution with the help of Darwin's theory of evolution. Moreover, there are many challenges when we talk about software evolution, and it is very important to overcome those challenges in order to come up with better design. I think the paper properly explained why it is important for system to evolve. Also, clear comparison is given between software maintenance and software evolution. I really liked the way the author explained the software evolution with the help of Darwin's theory of evolution, and also the challenges faced during software evolution is explained with the help of examples.